I lost 180 pounds, and during maintenance, some of the weight came back. This series documents losing 20 pounds realistically without panic, punishment, or starting over. All right, before I hop in the shower, let's make sure, let's do our Thursday check. Good, bad, evil. We do it together, right? Good, bad. Well, we're up today. We're up. Last week was 174. We're up 176. So, okay, well, you know, there we go. So we just take that and go on with the day. Here's a song that I don't know where it came from, but we sang it as a kid. And I don't know if it was just some little ditty that my mama made up or what. But it was, good morning, hello, how are you? Good morning, I'm fine, how about you? Maybe it was kindergarten. I wonder if it was kindergarten. Kindergarten? And I am not the same person. Yesterday's Terry had the thing cranked up to 4 and cold. Anyway, how you doing? So, I know the scale was up this morning. And anyway, just remember that your weight is a snapshot in the moment. That's why I personally weigh every day. But if it stresses you out, don't do it. Just yesterday I was 174.8. You know, so it's just a snapshot. And so you can't dwell on the high numbers. Just know something. Your body's doing something. Well, in my case, I do know what Terry's done. So I have been stress eating in the evenings. So maybe some of it is, fat. Anyway, I have been stress eating in the evenings. I've been it's just who I am, or not just the eating part, but, I get nervous about having to go do something out of my normal routine. And so tomorrow, going out of town to play pool and staying the night at a hotel when I know it's got bad reviews. And so all this just dwells in my brain. And so I've been stress eating. Now, what am I stress eating? That's the key. I'm not going out and buying things that I don't eat, okay? It's not things that I don't ever eat. Like, I had bought some cheeses. They're like just little 1 ounce packages of cheese. I showed y'all for my meeting on Tuesday. Like night before, I guess it was last night last night. Okay. So last night I had a piece of cheese and I had probably about 4 tablespoons of bacon pieces. So it's not like I'm going on a binge, and it's not, it's just like I felt in the moment like I needed something to soothe me. And so those were the foods that I chose to soothe me. So like I said, it's not like it wasn't a binge. Like, my binges, even since I'm eating this way, my binges is going to the store and buying a big old can of nuts and eating the whole can of nuts. This wasn't a binge. It was a self-soothing situation. Good, bad, right or wrong. It's what my brain chose. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you because past couple of nights it's been like that because I'm just anxious and nervous and excited. My brain kind of has trouble distinguishing between excitement and anxiety, So yeah. Anyway, I've had, like I said, last night, 1 piece of cheese and we'll just say a 1/4 cup of bacon pieces. Now they're real bacon pieces. So I guess it'd be like maybe I had 4 pieces of bacon. I don't know. But anyway, so I did that. But not an extra creamy, not an extra burger, not an extra big thing. It's just those little things. But little things add up. But I am nervous about tonight because I don't know what to expect, because tonight's the commemorate, I don't know, whatever it is, I don't know if they're rededicating it or if it's just a a memorial of the band shelter that they had named in my dad's name. And so Mom and I are going, and so I'm kind of nervous about it. And so, we'll have to get up on stage, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people that go to the band concert in Jackson City Park. It's kind of, families can go and their kids just run around. I grew up catching lightning bugs and dancing. I grew up there. So it's just like one Thursday a week. And so, anyway, so I grew up going down there. And so, I know there's hundreds of people. So if Mom and I have to get up on stage or if I have to say something, Lord. Anyway, so yeah, so I got all that going through my brain. Hang on, there's a hornet out there. We don't need no hornets in this car. So anyway, so I've been anxious about those two things, and excited because I think it'll be neat, going and having them, hearing whoever it is that's there for the show or who's there to be doing the performing and all that good stuff. So anyway, I just want to let you know that that I have been having a couple binges in the evening. And no, don't call it that. Don't call it that. That's not what it was. I've had a few little self-soothing extra bites. Coping skills. I need new coping skills. But anyway, and I was chewing on ice too, so it's not, But anyway, so yeah, that was my self-soothing last night, but not a binge, because it was not a binge. So I just wanted to share that with you. So yeah, all right. I love you, weirdos. I'll see you at brunch time. Oh, look what I did last night. I thought I was going to see what happens. I took my Jell-O and I froze it. I poured it in a Ziploc bag and I froze it. And I'll put it in the freezer at work. And then I'll eat it like ice later and see what that does. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I love y'all. Bye. Did I tell you guys what that mean supervisor said to me yesterday? So they've got some new staff coming in and stuff. Hang on, I got to get you hung up. They have some new staff coming in. And I said, do you warn your new people about me? And she's like, Terri, no, you kind of, you're self-explanatory. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? She's like, no, we don't warn them. I'm like, shut up. Anyway, so this is, I told y'all I froze my gelatin, and this was with 1 tablespoon of gelatin. Oh, dang. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I was having to drink it, and I didn't like that. So, but I froze it in a Ziploc bag, and then I banged it down on the counter. I was hoping I could get here now, little sweat bee. Get on with yourself. Ugh, I am dread sitting outside tonight. I like that texture. All I did was I poured the gelatin into my that was in my containers into the Ziploc baggie. I laid it flat. I like that texture. I didn't put it in the freezer yet, but it hasn't melted. And I guess it might not melt since it's gelatin. I don't know. But anyway, I'm still a little nervous about this afternoon, this evening. It's 7 o'clock. And so I'd rather be playing pool, guys. I'd rather be playing pool. Anyway, so we have the other portion of our ground beef. I know you can't see it. Just you see me eat it every night. So it's 80-20. It could use a little more salt, but that's okay. I haven't opened it yet. I dread that because, that's when a lot of the bees start coming. I remember we'd be on picnics as a kid, and as soon as you start opening your sodas or whatever, the bees and flies start coming. All right, just hold on. I'm taking another bite, then we'll talk. I want a bee to get in there and eat him. So, we got a couple things coming up. So, like I said, tomorrow, pool. And then next weekend is a family reunion. We get together at one of the great aunts' churches, and it's the whole family reunion. So it's my dad's side. It's so cute. They invite my mom because she's been a part of the family longer than she wasn't a part of the family. So mom goes too. She kind of, and then I go, and we represent dad's kids. So that'll be a picnic, a luncheon thing. There'll be fried chicken and everything. So I've taken y'all on those before, but I'll take you again and show you. What else do I know? I know these little fringes get all tangled up. I don't really have a lot. Just only thing I can say is, we saw the scale this morning, and I'm not stressed about it. You gotta just do what you gotta do. You just do. You stay the course. I know that when I was eating, I was losing. I'm not right now, but that's okay, because I'm not, I'm pretty stressed out in my own way. Happy, excited, and nervous, anxious about this weekend. But that's okay. I'm going to live. Because I heard somebody say the other day, that you have made it through every stressful thing that you've done in your life so far. You found a way to push through and figure it out. I was like, well, ain't that a kick in the pants? We have. I've made it 54 years. And, sure, I've made dumb decisions along the way, but I've, here I am. I'm still up and going, still moving, still making some sketchy decisions. But yeah, so everything, every event, every stressful situation, trauma. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Every barrier we've been able to go through, whatever we've been able to do. So don't give up on yourself, even when you see the scale ain't doing what you want it to. Because you've made it this long in your life, and you've made good enough decisions that you're still here. So just hang in there and do what you got to do for yourself. I love you. And my phone, it gets out here and it's in the sun so long it turns black. I can't see myself. So I love y'all. I'll see you later. Okay, guys, I'm in real life panic mode. Not panic, but real life. I feel so wound up. Every muscle in my body is tight. My chest, my arms, my legs. I'm like, And that's dumb because we probably won't even have to get up on stage. We may have to just get up and wave. So I don't even know. I just hate the unknown. I hate the unknown. Now, I'm not somebody who has to prepare for the unknown. Like Suzanne, my co-director. Now, she wants to know all the ins and outs of every little thing. So that way, if somebody asks questions, she's prepared. She is that kind of always wants to be prepared person. Now, I ain't that person, but I do want to know some of the big stuff. Like, am I going to have to get up on that stage, or am I going to have to say hi or thank you, or I don't know. That's the kind of stuff that I think about. That's the kind of stuff I think about. It's like, okay, what's going to happen? Am I going to have to speak? Look at that big old hole. You might have a sinkhole or something there. Anyway, but that's the kind of thing I think about. So, there comes a car. I'm going to aim you down a minute. That's a little bitty thing. It just like a little skate. Reminds me of a little skate. Just a little zip. But anyway, so yeah, so I am pretty wound up, and we're coming outside because I want to eat. And I do know that my coworker, so they have like a snack shack, and there's all kinds of junk in it. And don't get me wrong, no disrespect for the people that like the chocolate and the macaroni noodles and the what else? Tons of chocolate. And she even put in nuts in there, and she told me that yesterday. I don't even go in and look at it. I wish she wouldn't have even told me about the nuts, because y'all know that's my kryptonite. But anyway, so I'm like, and so I'm anxious, and I'm wound up, and I'm excited, and I'm nervous, and just everything today and then this weekend. So I'm kind of like bouncing off the walls. So yeah, I'm like, we got to walk because I got to stay out of the break room. I don't even want to go in the break room because I'm afraid I might get something that I shouldn't get. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I know. So we're just out here doing this to kill some time, to keep my brain occupied, because I feel so wound up, like somebody just, you know how you have a toy and you feel that little thing where you're supposed to stop winding. Oh, but you're a bratty little kid, so you give it a couple more spins, a couple more twists, and then it really goes. That's where I'm at. I'm at that phase. So, not to mention I had to take, because my sinuses, gotta love Southeast Missouri humidity and everything. My sinuses are worse. So I had some Sudafed. Well, that makes me bounce off the wall. And then I had some coffee. So I'm really kind of like a hot mess. You know, it'd be funny. I wonder if somebody could grow tobacco and then eat their own tobacco. I don't know. Does tobacco have nicotine, or is it just nicotine that's nicotine? I wonder about stuff like that. But yeah, look, somebody could sneak out there and grow who knows what. They could grow something illegal if they wanted to. But is it illegal to grow tobacco? Don't tell me to Google it, because I'm going to care. I'm not going to care as soon as by the time we hit that stop sign. I'm going to be on to a whole nother subject. Oh, I just want to go home, you guys. Y'all know, I just want to be at home with my dogs. I don't have to do other things. I just want to be home. I don't like going out and doing things. How did I let my mama talk me into this? Oh, Terri. Okay, well, anyway, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to try to behave. It's funny. My bracelet is a magnet that holds it together. Watch. All day long, I'll touch something and bloop, it sticks to me. So I've just got a tank top on. You know, I'm going to the van shelter thing here in a little bit. And so I have half a pound of my 80-20. And tomorrow's gonna be a little different. Well, let's just taste this. Half pound of 80-20 with my salt and some nutritional yeast on it. Ow. It'll be fine. It's going to be good. This is chocolate peanut butter and snickerdoodle. Oh my gosh. I like to kind of go through and smush it down because it's like still powdery at the top. But by the time I come to eat it, it's all perfect and ready to go. But we're eating in the kitchen because, you know, if I go in and get in the living room and get all comfy, I ain't going to want to get back up. And then I'll be like, Mom, I can't go. I don't feel good. And that's not what I need to do. That's not the right thing to do. So, I'm telling y'all, you all changed my world when you all said to start mixing flavors. Gosh, dog. Y'all are brilliant. So yeah, snickerdoodle and chocolate peanut butter. So tomorrow, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the other half of my ground beef, I have it in a container. I don't want to take like a lunch box that I have to try to keep up with and stuff. And I'm also gonna have my actual, like the food and all the stuff that I'm gonna take for the weekend, I think. Or I may come home at lunch. I haven't decided yet. Of course, the dogs won't be here, so if I do run home at lunch, it might be easier. Anyway, all that aside, so I don't want to have to haul my lunch box back and forth. So what I think I'm going to do in the morning is pull my ground beef out of the container because it'll be cooled by then. I'll drop it into a Ziploc bag and then and just carry that and a drink with me. I probably won't bring I might bring gelatin. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But anyway, so tomorrow I don't want a bunch of stuff to have to bring with me, to have to remember to bring home and then to rinse out and all that stuff. So I'm just, you know me, I don't do well when something doesn't fit my routine. But I'm going to shut up. So we did take a walk earlier today. Now, depending on how much I record at the band shell, I may take out some of that walk, but because I was wound up and I was trying to eat everything, but instead I walked and talked to you also. All right, I'll show you the band shell, what I can. Can you see the man in the middle? His name is Scott Van Gilder, and he taught with my dad, and when my dad retired, Scott took this over too. But I climbed on the back of that building, and that was my first introduction to the police department. Over there. When I was a kid, that was all gravel, and that building right there didn't exist. That building didn't exist. That's a bathroom, I think. They've played this song since I was a little kid. Trombones. I used to play this part.
For 2026. Happy anniversary to our band shell, because we're rededicating it tonight after 50 years of performing on this stage. Also, we want to say happy birthday to America tonight too, because coming up, a birthday is coming next month, 250 years. But the main purpose that we want this concert to be for tonight is not for the shell, not for the 250 years. We want to recognize a gentleman that made this band. For 42 years, we had a gentleman by the name of Nick Leist that was our director. He gave undying devotion to build this band to what it is. He was on the board that created this shell along with Carl Penzel and Penzel Construction. If it hadn't been for Nick Leist's insight, we would not be where we are today. So tonight we want to make special recognition of everything that he has done for us. We started with the traditional American's We, which was started by Nick Leist back in 1968. Now, if you remember 68, That was up in the courthouse lawn at the gazebo. That was where you brought a lawn chair just like you did here, or if you didn't want to clean up and get out, you sat in your car. And if you liked the song, you honked your horn for us on that night. Back then, it was a continuation of what this band started for under A.W. Roloff, which was the boys' band, because Mr. Leist started using high school students and then later developed it up into community affairs, so we have people outside of our community, but still involved with the Jackson scene. But they all became to be a professional band now. And it was the insight of Nick Leist that did this for us. So tonight, we recognize Nick for many of those things. We're gonna be playing our next song, which is called Bring Thee Praise. It was written by David Gillingham, and we did it for the 100th anniversary of our city band, the Jackson Municipal Band now. But it was also a song that was used by Nick when he had his marching band, because it's the alma mater for the city of Jackson High School. So every time they marched, the band would stop sometime during the performance and sing the alma mater. Many of you are going to remember those days, and I hope you remember those times tonight as we play and let the words come back to your memory. We want to pay a special thanks to Nick, and I see sitting in the front row, just like at church, his family sitting here. So Judy, Terry, Susan, and Missy, thanks for being here tonight, and we appreciate all that you have done along with your dad. Okay, we're going to go on with our concert tonight with David Gillingham's arrangement of Bring Thee Praise.
That's okay.
Has had special pieces of music that they were near and dear to. And tonight we're playing several of those. And one of them that was a concert piece that Nick thoroughly enjoyed playing. In fact, the municipal band played it many times. His high school band would play it. His last spring concert in '98, he played this piece as a special feature because he was so proud of it. It's called God of Our Fathers, and it's arrangement by Claude T. Smith. You're going to hear very early on a short, is it a flute solo tonight or a piccolo solo? Flute. Okay, flute solo tonight by Dr. Carol McDowell. Later in the piece, there's a section that I'm sure many of you know the words to this song. It's God of Our Fathers, whose almighty hand leads forth in beauty all the starry band. Of shining worlds and splendor through the skies, our grateful songs before thy throne arise. If you feel the need to sing along, please sing along. It would mean a lot to us, and I'm sure someone up above would hear all of our voices join together. We give to you, God of Our Fathers.
trombones. Get it, trombones.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a great piece to play, and I know the band enjoys it. Now we know why Nick enjoyed it as much as he did. We're going to go on to another favorite that he had, and I might tell you that along the way, Nick put in, let's see if I can figure up real quick, about 48 years of teaching, 36 years of teaching. He had 6 years that he did not teach in Jackson. He was in Advance, Hayti, and Carruthersville. And then, under the direction of Leroy Mason, he was advised strongly to come and apply for the job in Jackson when it came open. Well, you know that's history now, because in 1968, he became the band director for the City of Jackson High School, and he was there for 30 years. He gave full time of himself as he did that. But along the way, he didn't teach just music. He taught values. And as a student, and I'm sure many of you may have been students, you know that when you walked into his classroom, you had a value that you were there to follow. And it led on throughout your lifetime, because he taught you that along with the music that he taught you to play. We want to teach you this tonight as we play a song that was one of his favorite Christian hymns. It's called Amazing Grace. And it's a testimonial to what he actually felt with his Lord. An arrangement by Jay Dawson, and at the end of it, you're going to hear kind of a unique style where they throw in kind of a bagpipe sound. So sit back and enjoy Nick's favorite Christian hymn, Amazing Grace. Another thing that Mr. Leist started, and it has continued throughout the entire time that we've been playing at the Shell, midway through our concert, before we ask our special guest to come forward tonight, and he'll be coming up after this number, we would play a Sousa March, and it was a different Sousa March every week. We know John Philip Sousa as the March King for America, but we knew Nick as the Sousa director when it came to municipal band, because we knew that every week we would play at least one Sousa tune. Tonight we're playing the National March, which is called Stars and Stripes, and you're going to hear a piccolo solo by Dr. Carol McDowell as we do this.
That's what I told him. God, her father is.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our special guest to come forward, and we're able to offer you something that I don't think we've ever had in the past. We have a blues performer for you tonight. A gentleman by the name of Devin C. Williams. He's from Central Illinois, and he's here with us tonight to show us a unique style that he has all to himself. He is an outstanding player, and just recently, this year, was placed second in the International Blues Challenge, which is quite a feat to go on international style. Yes. Tonight, he's going to show you the different styles with guitar and percussion that he can put together. We give to you Devin C. Williams.
First, I'd like to thank my God through the Lord Jesus Christ for this incredible opportunity yet again. This song is called Up the Mountain. Mistreated and I don't mind that. I've been even this day. I've been mistreated and I don't mind that. I've been leaving this day. Distance in my memory. Remember now.
That's the guest guy.
What he said to me. Fear thou not, my child. Now the leave this day. Your enemy cannot harm you, but watch your close friend. I'm a film child. Walk on board. It looks like some of you might need your vitamins. Vitamin C, B, and G. Cigar box guitar. Like some people may have been offended for a second. Now you don't know until you get it, right? Now this is a homemade instrument. I'm getting ready to hightail it to Belgium here in just about 5 or 6 days, and I'm going to be going to play these kinds of instruments, homemade guitars. This is a thing in the blues, and Chet Atkins and other people like Merle Travis and such, they got stories of making their first guitars out of cigar boxes, and so it's a trend that has come back. So, I just released this song recently. If you like what you hear, tell your friends about it. If you don't like it, I kindly ask you to keep that to yourself. But also, you can go to dcwblues.com. I'm Devin C. Williams, and you can find all my music and where I'm playing. I just played at Tunes in Twilight a couple weeks ago. So I'm around the area. Now this song comes, I'm going to do a little song here called Banty Rooster Blues. Hope you dig it. Strut your stuff. Strut your stuff. What you want with a himbo? Captain where she lay. What you want with a himbo? Captain where she lay. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a great performance. Thank you so much. And tomorrow night, Rock Garden, if you'd like to be there, it'll be another great evening, just like now. Let's take you on a little musical journey now that we're going to take some more Nick numbers for you. There's some marches that are known that you march to, And there's some marches that you can't march to, but they're known as concert marches. Tonight we've got a concert march for you, and it is probably one of Nick's favorite ones. In fact, when he was conducting it, I don't know how to say this quite, but he had his own unique style when he conducted this. And the band members are all going to know exactly what I'm saying, but nobody else may. But Nick was unique when he conducted this piece. One time, though, I have to tell you, we did surprise him as we played this about 20 years ago. We hadn't played this march yet, so somehow I think Scott got involved in this. We got the music out. The number that we were supposed to be playing, we didn't play that number. We played this march, and you should have seen his eyes. Didn't faze him in the least. He knew exactly what to do, and he directed us all the way to the end. We give to you Nick's concert march, Diamond Jim.
Funny, so Scott gave them all different music to play.
He goes, I don't know, I can't remember what he did.
That's funny.
I remember something happened.
Oh my God.
Oh, to be able to run again.
Coming up for you, but it wouldn't be fit to play a concert without featuring the instrument that Nick played himself, trombone. And tonight we're going to play Lass's trombone. In fact, I think he even passed on to trombone. Terry, didn't you play trombone also? Yes, I thought so.
Yes,
so
sir.
Tonight we give you a trombone featuring our section here, and it was because Nick was a trombone player.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the evening, I told you Nick was a Leroy Mason student. In fact, he followed his procedure all the way down the line. Mr. Mason had a theory. When you did a concert, there was three things that you had to make sure it was there. You had to play at least one piece that you knew the audience was going to like. You had to play at least one piece you knew the band was going to have fun playing. And you had to play one piece that you liked yourself, by all means. Nick had that philosophy for all those years, and throughout it, we've gone and had a great time playing under his direction. The piece we're playing for you tonight is one that he did because the audience loved it. And it's called Beer Barrel Polka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dance though.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we hate to call it a night, but now it's time for us to close our program, and we're going to do it the way we've always done for many, many years. We would ask you to stand if you're able and join us as we perform our national anthem. But I will warn you, as soon as we get done, you're welcome to leave. But if you leave, we're going to be sending you off in a special Jackson style. So pay attention after we get done with our national anthem.
This is Dad's signature song. Dad's signature song. I can't hold y'all still, just look away. Yep, I can't do it. I don't know what year this was done originally. Oh, okay, cool. The date's on it. So let me zoom out here. Sorry, that's my dad, and so it's a memorial. Well, you can read it. He was municipal band director here from 1968 to 2010, and the high school band director from 68 to 98. And this was built in 76 under Dad's direction, dedicated to Dad in 2015. Isn't that pretty cool? All right. You guys have a good evening. I hope you took some Dramamine or something, because I know y'all got dizzy from my poor camera holding. But I was dancing. I couldn't help it.